Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Sazina Khan and I hail from Chandigarh in India. I've been settled in Dubai for more than 14 years and with immense pleasure I've been awarded with this Excellence Award. Just to take you through my educational journey, I hold 4 masters along with a doctorate degree in leadership with specialization in education. It is not an easy job to acquire all these degrees, but more importantly, what I would like to highlight is my journey as a writer. I started writing in my high school, but ever since then, I never stopped. It was the penchant of reading and writing that took shape of poems and short stories. But something that I was inclined towards was always poetry. And it was in the college days when I started writing more and through different platforms. Not only that, I was awarded at the state level. That gave me another motivation that I should continue writing. And thus, when I got married, it was with the support of my husband and my loved ones who told me that continue writing. Everything that happened around me motivated me to write, whether it was any beautiful occasion or the sorrows or the melancholy which absorbed me around the world. But yet, I never stopped writing because it resonated with so many things around me. And that's how I started writing on a regular basis, just with a pen and a journal that I held in my hand. And that's how it became a trend in my life. But it was something which majorly happened in my life was the early demise of my parents. And that's how I started to think, what more can I do? How can I make it into a more, how do I put it? Rather, I would say publish it. So I would like to highlight that it was in 2017 when my mother passed away, and it was how I started writing more. But then ever since then, I was writing and I collected it in form of journal where I already had 200 poems with me. But yet, there was something that was stopping me. I still question myself, was it just to keep it to myself or maybe to a limited audience? But right now, I think it was not that. Probably it was that internal push that I needed. And that actually happened when my father passed away in 2020. It was not because of COVID, but it was during COVID. So the sad plight, the irony of that thing was that I was not able to see him. And that's how I felt that it would have been his last wish to see those poems in form of books. And that's why in 2020, I gave it the shape of my first poetry collection, The Chamber of Expressions. And ever since then, I never stopped it. There was no looking back. Not that it became a propellant for me, but then it was the international accolades, those came along the way. Within 48 hours of being released, without any book launch, it became a bestseller in UAE. That was something for me. So, after that happened, I was like, let me take it forward. And again, I continued to write more, looked at the deeper aspects of life. And looking at that, it made me realize that it's not only the beautiful things that one needs to be exposed to, but then there's so many things happening around us that people shy out to talk about. So let me reflect on those. And that's why I started to write on more things which are realistic, which people are reluctant to talk about, probably because of their own vulnerabilities. And they're always judgmental about being judged. They always think that, what if I write? Will I be judged? Will people think that I'm under depression? No. One should always understand that writing is cathartic. Not only that it releases your stress, but it also heals many others around you. So next time when you are in that despair, make sure that you write. Continue writing, because when you are writing, you have that self-healing power, but along that way, you also heal many others who associate with you. And on that note, I read somewhere where Maya Angelou said, there are many alike us, not more than unlike us. So everyone that we see around us is associated with us in one or the other way. Probably they go through similar emotions, but they don't write about it. They don't express it. So once you express it, they feel that it's their story. they try to find themselves in your stories. So that's the goal when I write my poems. And that's how I think so all my 3 books have become the bestsellers, because it's nothing. People do ask me that, what's that one thing in your books that makes it a bestseller? I would say it's the simplicity, it's the emotion that resonates for everyone who reads it. Whether it's a kid who is a teenager, or probably an I would say an old man who has lost his wife, or probably a widow who's still mourning about her husband. So those resonances are there in my life. And that's why I think that everyone who writes has some kind of personal inspiration in their writing, but at the same time, what one needs to take care is how you're penning it down. And along with that, you need a lot of perseverance to focus on your aspirations and continue writing. And now, talking about the books which I have written, the first one is called The Chamber of Expressions, which came out in 2020. It became a bestseller. Along with that, I received Sahitya Kosh Award and Author of the Year Award, which begged me around 14 awards. And the next year itself, I was able to release my second book, which is called From Shadows to Soul. It received 18 awards. Along with that, one of the most critical awards that I would say is Inspiring Author of the Year Award. Not because it is an award, but the title itself clearly says that I was inspiring many people who are looking to take up authorship. That's the goal of an author, as someone like me would look up to, because how many authors or how many people have you inspired to become authors? It's not you're writing as your own journey, but you're taking a leap with you. You're taking new people with you. Many are joining. And then the third book, which I recently released, is called Echoes of the Heart. The fourth one will be coming very soon, which is called Wounds and Wonders. That's about my writing journey. Now, talking about the awards. I've received awards not only in India, UAE, but in Middle Eastern region and also internationally across the globe. So the goal is that keep writing, keep inspiring, and never ever stop. Because for me as a writer, the day doesn't finish till the time I have penned something beautifully down. Whether it's about this small interaction that I had in the corridor at my workplace, or probably the longest conversation that I have with one of my oldest friends. It's not what you do and what you write, but it's how you pen it down and how you're putting it across. And also, the most important thing as an author is to reflect. Reflection forms the key of writing. So whenever I write, I always think that how is it going to serve the purpose of writing? What am I doing for the community? Because you're not only writing as a medium of expressions, but you're also writing as a medium of healing. You're taking care of the well-being. So how do you take care of the well-being? Because you're going to be exposing, you're going to be reflecting on emotions through diverse mediums. Someone likes to use storytelling as a medium, or probably anecdotes in lyrical form. I oftentimes receive that comment that, oh, your poems are excellent, we can rap on it. So think about what resonates, what is the key, and also understanding what kind of words, what kind of a language is approachable by everyone. You're writing for masses. We are not only writing for a general audience, so you're not writing for a specific audience. So remember who is your target audience and how you're putting it across. So remember that it's not only about writing with a means of expression, but also it's writing with a means of introspection and retrospection. Because when I say retrospection, you're also going back and reflecting. Because as you reflect, you move forward. So it's in a vicious cycle as a writer that you get involved in. So that's the goal. Keep writing and keep motivating. Thank you so much.